Some people have this misconception that OCD means that you wash your hands a lot or clean excessively, when really OCD can include a wide range of different subjects.
It's a misconception that people who have OCD have fundamentally different thoughts than those without the disorder. What separates them is the interpretation of their importance of these thoughts and the meaning they subscribe. It's not the thoughts that make it a disorder, it's the response to these thoughts that make it a disorder.
You might think that if someone has intrusive violent thoughts that they're more likely to act out in a violent manner, but people with OCD who struggle with intrusive thoughts about violence are really dealing with unwanted ego dystonic thoughts, meaning these thoughts don't line up with their assumed identity or how they view themselves in the world. They're really terrified of hurting people, and that's something important to understand about OCD.
For those with OCD, obsessions cause significant distress, and compulsions are behaviors they don't want but feel driven to do. Liking things to be clean or done a certain way is not being a little OCD, and misuse of the term is incredibly hurtful to those who suffer from this disorder.
While there are some people with OCD who have compulsions related to achieving balance and symmetry or arranging things in a particular way, they do not do these things because they enjoy them or find them helpful. They do these things to cope with intense anxiety and upsetting thoughts. It's important to remember that OCD is not a helpful or enjoyable character trait. It is an often debilitating mental health condition.
People are genetically predisposed to OCD or not, and sometimes the symptoms do come after a childhood trauma, but it should not be assumed that the trauma caused the OCD, and there are many people with OCD who do not have a trauma history.
So another common myth about OCD is that it isn't treatable. And while it's true that OCD can't be cured, that's just because there's nothing to cure. In OCD, there are these certain thoughts, feelings, sensations that are being responded to in a way that isn't particularly helpful. And so the evidence-based treatment for this empowers those individuals with the skills to really master their OCD and live really fulfilling lives.